fury of Lewis is attacked.
What's happening, my friends? It's Cass Sports again, back for another afternoon with the family. Now, as usual, before I get started, let me give a shout out to the JBT community. It's just boxing talk. We're a group of people who just love to talk boxing. And we're always looking for others to join us. And you don't have to have a podcast. The only requirement is you just have to love to talk boxing. That's all. Salute to everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cass Sports, the Box Storian. Today, boxing in the States, Florida. And you know what time it is. If it's Monday through Friday, 2 p.m., it's the Box Storian, bringing you all that boxing history. Because boxing is the greatest sport of them all. And that's why we love it. And you can't get enough of it. We got Miss Cass, hashtag JBT in the building. And Joe is in the building. What's up, Joe? Salute. The Boxing in the States series continues today. We're going to talk about Florida. And, talk about some significant things that happened in the state. We had 3 big fights down in Florida I'm going to touch on today. And that Fifth Street Gym, that world famous Fifth Street Gym. Anytime any boxer from anywhere in the world got near South Florida, they would go in there and train, make an appearance at that Fifth Street Gym. And we're going to talk about that. Angelo Dundee and his brother ran it. Angelo Dundee and his brother, Chris. They called Chris the Wizard of Oz and Angelo the Prince of Oz. And yeah, we got a whole bunch from Florida. Of course, Roy Jones Jr., Andre Berto, the Fundoras, Antonio Tarver, yeah, Tavares Cloud, Keith Thurman. Yeah, we're going to touch on the boxers from the state. That'll be the last thing we do. Trump. Salute, Trump. Trump in the building today. To that big August 3rd card. Rid Yard season comes to the United States this weekend. And this is a huge card, man. The one full of main events. But the main event is Bud Crawford and Madrimov. I'm picking Bud, yeah. Nobody's with the distance with Bud in years. Stopped everybody at welterweight. Is he going to continue that at super welterweight, 154? That Madrimov is a big guy, but he kind of loops his punches, kind of a little open when he throws sometimes. And Bud, after he do that download, Madrimov might be going up out of there. If he does that against Bud, throw them wide looping punches. That's going to be one of the first things Bud pick up on, okay? When that download is over, yeah, I got him getting Madrimov out of there. The stoppage streak will continue this weekend. We got Andy Ruiz and Big Baby. What happened to the other Big Baby? Both Big Babies was on the card at first, but now all of a sudden, Big Baby Anderson is not on there. Yeah, but we still got and of course Virgil and Tim Tszyu got scratched, but we still got David Morrell on there and Pitbull and Rayo. Yeah, that is going to be, man, interesting fight. Pitbull and Rayo, very interesting. And Andy Cruz and Antonio Moran. Yeah, Moran went over to the pro box and rejuvenated his career, and he's back on the big cards on the Rid Yard season. Ricky Ali Sheik trying to take over. So this should be interesting. Mike Mazik in the building. What's up, Mike? How are you today, bro? It's Thursday. We do the Boxing in the States series. That's just, we're going to every state in the United States in alphabetical order and do a little boxing history from that state and just some of the significant things that happened. Like Florida got that big Fifth Street gym. We're going to talk about that. And they had those 3 big fights. I'm going to touch on Aaron Pryor and Alexa Laguerre. One was there. Muhammad Ali and Sonny Liston won. And Jack Sharkey and Young Strickland was there. Way back for that one. We're going to talk about them. And then, of course, we always do a little brief profile on some of the boxers that's from the state. I got like 20-something from Florida. Yeah, a whole bunch of them. Big ones. Roy Jones Jr., Antonio Tarver. Keith, Once Upon a Time Thurman from Florida. Yep. Once upon a time, Keith was fighting. Is he retired or what? Keith should just go ahead and just concentrate on commentating because he's pretty good at that. I've been in the ring in a while, so we don't know what's going on with Keith. Well, we'll get started on the show about 10 or 15 minutes around 2:30. It's the boy, my people's time to get in here, But how's everybody doing? It's Thursday. Coach, right up on another weekend. I told y'all the other day it would be the weekend in like 5 minutes, and it's here. My weekend starts on Thursday. But we're back at another one. Got the big August 3rd card. That came around fast, man. I remember when they were just talking about this card coming together, and now it's here. It's fight week. I guess the final presser is today, right? Yeah. And then the weigh-in tomorrow, and they go at it Saturday. Yeah. Bud Crawford back in the ring. First fight at 154. I can't remember the last time somebody went the distance with Bud. It's been a few years, right? Anybody know who it was? Trivia question. Who was the last fighter to go the distance with Terrence Bud Crawford? I don't know. It's been a long time. He stopped everybody at welterweight, including Earl Spence. Okay. Earl was like one of the Worst beatings of anybody at welterweight. Yes, he was. He stopped everybody, but wow. Didn't beat too many of them like he beat Earl down. Yeah. The anniversary of that was the other day, July 29th, remember? And Cool Boy Monster was July 26th. Yep. But you know, if it's Monday to Friday, 2 p.m., it's Cat Sports, the Box Historian, bringing you all that boxing history. And tomorrow is the profile this week is the life and career of Miguel Cotto. I knew I was going to get up. I thought I was going to have to go to the note for a minute there, yeah, but it's Miguel Cotto this week. Solid resume. Had that devastating left hook, one of the best left hooks in boxing history. Miguel Cotto. He had a serious left hook, man. Yeah, Miguel did. And a fire resume. Didn't he fight Canelo? Fight Pacquiao? Floyd? Yeah. Miguel had a serious resume. And I don't think, is Miguel eligible for the Hall of Fame yet? I don't know. What is it now? 3? I know it was 5 years. I think they might have changed it to 3. I'm not sure. But yeah, Miguel will be going in. First ballot. No doubt, Miguel Cotto is the first ballot Hall of Famer. And we're going to go through his career, his life and career tomorrow. Yeah. And it's a long one. Well fought all up. He said his most satisfying win was Margarito 2. The one that had the gloves all loaded up against him, remember? Yeah. Busted Miguel all up in their first fight. But Miguel got him in the rematch. And August 1st, 1987, Tyson versus Tucker for Undisputed. Okay. That was Mike's first Undisputed, right, Joe? Oh, yeah. Yesterday when I was talking about the Ali Frazier 4, later Ali against Jackie Frazier lied. June 8th, 2001. That date is significant because that was the date of Ali Frazier 1. The father's was June 8th, 1971. I missed that yesterday. But I knew it was some significance to that date. Yeah. That was the same date of the first one, the fight of the century. Ali Frazier 1. Ali Frazier 4, which was later Ali and Jackie Frazier lied, was that same date. Yeah. Man, I missed that yesterday, but yeah. When Joe put the date in there, I brought it back to me. Yeah, Mike Tyson, Tony Tucker. August 1st, yeah. It's the anniversary of that. Undisputed, yeah. That was, man, I guess that was 3 belt, right, Joe? WBA, WBC, and IBF. Because the WBO was just coming around. I think it might have been around, but the other 3 wasn't recognizing it yet. They didn't really start recognizing the WBO till like the early 2000s. They were still talking about 3 belt Undisputed all up into the late 90s, remember? Yeah. Now the IBF came right in and they started, the WBO recognized a few champions that the other ones didn't agree with and everything. So, you know, the IBF came right in and got in line with the WBA and WBC. So, you know, but yeah, that was 3 belt Undisputed, right, Joe? Back in 87, yeah. When he was undisputed. That's right. Mike Tyson. That's when he was going good, man. That was the Mike Tyson in them days. A lot of people didn't see that Mike Tyson, you know. Yeah. Cuss had passed away, but he was still, I think he still had Kevin Rooney was straight. I don't think Don, I'm not sure. I don't know if Don King had got rid of all of the Cus D'Amato people yet at that point. Yeah. But Don got him out of there eventually. Yeah. We got about 5 minutes. We start talking about Florida. We're going to talk about that 5th Street Gym first. Down there. Angelo Dundee and his brother Chris, yeah, founded it and ran it. Down there in South Florida. Miami Beach. South Florida, yeah. And legendary, man. Everybody stopped through there, man. From way back all the way up. B-Hop, Paulo Basilio, Rocky Marciano, Joe Louis, Tell you, anytime any kind of boxer came from anywhere around the world and got near South Florida, they was going to that Fifth Street gym. Yeah, that was legendary. Yeah. Muhammad Ali probably the biggest name. Muhammad Ali is the biggest name to come out of all of them, so yeah. Fifth Street, we're gonna talk about that first. Boxing in the States, Florida. Anybody got Magic Mode pulling the upset on Bud? Because it would be an upset, yeah. I think it would be an upset if Magic Mode pulls that off. Yeah. Bud will never stop you. Nobody know who the last man Bud stopped was? Okay. If you ask a trivia question, you got to have the answer, bro. Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more in the building. What's up, Bruce Gas? What's up, bro? How are you today? The Boxing in the States series. M-A-D. Well, I didn't finish right Mike's name. It was Mike M-A. D-Y-C-K. Salute, Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. Florida. Dude, I got like 24 boxes. I had 25, but then I was getting my pictures and I realized this guy was MMA. Jorge Masvidal. He never boxed it. Did he box Jake Paul? But he never boxed no real boxing. He was mainly, his career was main, and he was known for MMA. Yeah. So I scratched him. So I still got 24 from Florida. And some big names, man. Like Roy, Antonio Tarver, the Fondoras from Palm Beach. I can't remember. I think it's Palm Beach, Florida. Yeah. And let me get the answer to my trivia question. Who was the last guy that went the distance with Bud Crawford? I should have had the answer. Anybody know? It's been a while. It's been a good while. He stopped everybody at welterweight, right? Nobody went the distance with Crawford at welterweight. I think it was at 140. The last time somebody went the distance with him. But Magic Mode says he's going to do it tomorrow. Magic Mode said he ain't going the distance. He's going to stop, Bud. Not tomorrow, Saturday. But we don't have long to wait, Saturday. And then next weekend is Virgil Ortiz. I think Abdullah Mason is back in there on the 17th. So we're in good shape. It's boxing fans. Heating back up outside and heating back up in boxing too. We can safely say that, we was wondering if 2024 could surpass 2022. I think we can safely say it has. Yeah. Already. And then we still just in August. So, we still got the fall. We got a little part of the fall schedule. We got Fury and Usyk on there and Earl and Fundora. Tank will be back in there again November against somebody. Not Loma. Could be Shakur. Yeah. Could be Shakur. Let me see. Anybody put it in the chat yet? Get ready to get it right now. Look, I better stop messing around. So we're going to get ready to start as soon as I find this answer. Yeah, I was trying to find out, Mike, who was the last man to go the distance with Bud Crawford? Because nobody did at welterweight. He stopped all of them. I think it might have been at 140. Okay. Man. Imagine move is tomorrow. It was Victor Postol. Yep, 140. 26. Wait a minute now. No. Felix Diaz. RTD now. So that wasn't the distance. That was in the 10th round. Victor Postol. 2016. Been damn near 10 years since somebody went the distance with this man. Wow. 2016. Victor Postol is the answer. Last man to go the distance with Bud Crawford was Victor Postol. Mm, yeah. He done stopped everything at 140, including Earl Spence. Let me get back to the screen. But how's everyone today? We're right up on another weekend. Almost to the end of another big week of boxing history. Today is boxing in the States, Florida. Yeah. Yep. The question was, who was the last man to go the distance with Bud Crawford? It was Victor Postol in 2016. I did not know that. I had to go to BoxRec and find out. I didn't have the answer. If you ask the trivia question, you're supposed to have the answer to it. Right? But Victor Postol. I did not know it was that long. 2016. Wow. That's quite a streak, man. 8 years. So Bud is a bad man. Not many. Joe Louis went 12 years, but 2 people went the distance with him in those 12 years. 23 didn't. He had the 25 win title defense streak, which is the record. And 20 out of those 25, 23 was knockouts. And that spanned over 12 years. Of course, 4 years in there, he was out of boxing for World War II. So he didn't fight for 4 years. I think it was like 42 to 46, something like that. Yeah. World War II was going down. Boxing really slowed down. A lot of them went in the military, and yeah. And he came right back and picked right back where he left off at. Joe Louis. He started knocking them out again. Yep. Bad man. Okay, let's get ready to get started. On boxing in the States. Now, Georgia is next week, the Peach State. Yep. Yeah, Georgia is after Florida. I do know that. Ain't but one F state. Right? I think. France. No, that's not a state, that's a country. Florida. Yeah, then Georgia. Now, we getting on up into it. It'll be like early 2025 by the time we finish. Yeah. I don't know who that is. Oh, okay. I think is that Jack Sharkey? Oh. What's going on with my slide display, man? That's Andre Berto. Yeah, it's out of order. Yeah, that's Nate Campbell. Yeah, I got mixed up there, but I'm gonna get it together. Let's get ready to go. Yeah. That's the fight I was looking for there. Jack Sharkey and Young Stribling. No, that's Aaron Pryor and Lexus Arguello. We're gonna talk about those because they happen in Florida. Muhammad Ali and Sonny Liston was down there, remember, at the Miami Convention Center. And Jack Sharkey and Young Stribling. There's Jack standing up there. Okay. But let's boxing in the States, Florida. Yeah, I messed up when I was making it. Because this thing is like the opposite. Like the first slide you make will be the last one in line, So you have to do it backward. The first one you want to see, you have to make that the last one you make. And I got it backwards today, but I'll get it. I'll just go at the top and come down, right? That's all. Yeah. Okay. Boxing in the States, Florida. Okay, now Florida has a rich boxing history with many notable boxers, gyms, and organizations in the state. Okay, we're going to talk about that 5th Street Gym first. Okay, let me see. Anybody come in? I don't even have my chat up. I can't even see the chat. You You got to be able to see the chat. There we go. Thomas Hill in the building. Can't miss Thomas Hill coming in here. What's up, Thomas Hill? Thomas Hill, do you know who if you didn't hear me, do you know who the last man that went the distance with Bud Crawford was? I already said the answer, but I don't think he was in here. It's been a while. It's been almost 10 years. He stopped everybody at welterweight. It was at 140. Last man to go the distance with Bud Crawford. 2016. Eastern European. You Victor Postol. I done gave you everything else. I might as well give you today. Victor Postol. What's happening to you? How are you today, bro? Yeah, we're going to talk about that Fifth Street Gym down there in Florida. Everybody came. Anytime any kind of boxer came from anywhere in the world, they stop by that Fifth Street Gym, right? Now, the Fifth Street Gym got its start in 1950 when Chris Dundee, that's Angelo's brother, Chris Dundee, 1950, he began promoting big-time boxing in Miami Beach. Okay? Now, it quickly became the celebrated University of Boxing. It was overseen, they called Chris Dundee, Chris the Wizard of Oz, and he called his brother Angelo Dundee, the Prince of Oz. Okay? Angelo was the younger brother. Chris was the Wizard of Oz, and Angelo was the Prince of Oz, and they ran the Fifth Street Gym. Now, the gym was also a magnet for a wide range of international celebrities, right? Including Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano, not just boxers, Jackie Gleason, Malcolm X, the Beatles, Sean Connery, James Bond, right? Frank Sinatra, Sylvester Stallone, and a myriad of others who were absorbed into the gym's legendary mystique. Okay? Now, boxing people the world over sent their fighters to be trained at the Fifth Street Gym, right? Every possible thing that could be taught about the profession of boxing was taught by the Wizard of Oz, Chris Dundee. Yeah, Chris was Angelo's big brother. Now, the gym originally lasted about 4 decades, and it created countless world champions, such as Carmen Basilio came out of there, Willie Pastrano came out of the Fifth Street Gym, and the greatest of them all, Cassius Clay, right? Became Muhammad Ali. That's where him and Angelo, did their training, Fifth Street Gym. And Muhammad Ali still remains the shining accomplishment of the Fifth Street Gym to this day, okay? And the gym helped shape the history of Miami Beach. It is synonymous with the history of Miami Beach for what it was and what it has become once again, okay? Now, the gym became a tourist attraction in the decayed streets as the money had moved north, and the bigger names and fighters paraded through this magical gym, Ali, Basilio, Emil Griffith, Archie Moore, Willie Pep, Sonny Liston, Roberto Duran, just some of the names that trained there, right? The list is infinite. Now, as shabby and unkept as the area was, the gym simply belonged, okay? And kept like Upton, like one of the worst neighborhoods in Baltimore City. That's how the Fifth Street Gym was. Now, it had taken many years, but once again, the gym came alive again in 2009. Now, the Wizard was gone, and the original concrete was gone, and Ali and Ferdy Pacheco had aged along with Angelo Dundee, but the magic of the Fifth Street Gym was reborn, and the love of boxing was back. Now, the rebirth of the gym has continued to keep its spirit alive. Tom Tasatis and Dino Spencer were the ones that opened it back up, right? And with the guidance and blessing of Angelo Dundee, the gym once again reopened in its original location at 5th and Washington. And I think Spencer is actually Angelo Dundee and Chris Dundee's nephew. Okay, I think he's a kid of one of their sisters. I think he's actually their nephew. Is a nephew or great nephew? Melanin Queen 27 in the building. Salute Melanin Queen. And Lonnie Lee hashtag JBT in the building. Boxing in the States, Florida. Salute to Melanin Queen 27 and Lonnie Lee. Hashtag JBT. Okay. Yeah, 5th Street Gym. It's this legendary gym down there in Florida. You know? Listen to the names again that came out of there. Muhammad Ali, Carmen Basilio, Emma Griffith, Archie Moore, Willie Pep, Sonny Liston, Roberto Duran. They all trained there. You know, people, trainers from all over the world used to send their boxers there to train, right? Angelo Dundee and his older brother. What's up, Al Booker? What's happening? AB in the building. All right. All my peoples is rolling up in here now. Okay. Y'all late. It's 2:39. I started at 2:39. Go to the principal's office, but after the show, watch the show first. Listen to the show first. Okay. Now, what's up, AB? How you doing today, bro? Ready for that big Ridge Yard season? Comes to the United States Saturday. Yep. Turkey Alley Chic. Yeah, but the guy that reopened the gym, I think he's actually related to Chris and Angelo Dundee. I think he's the nephew or great nephew. Yeah. But anyway, him and a guy named Tom Tasatas reopened it and running it now. Okay. Now, opened an original location, 5th and Washington Streets down in Miami Beach. And Dino Spencer, he was Angelo Dundee's student and protege. Yeah, in the direct lineage of Angelo and Chris. Okay, he is their nephew, right? Now, Dino, who had lived in the gym his entire life, right? Because he was a little child. You know, he was hanging around the gym with his uncle, okay? And he was also a boxer. He didn't go too far in the sport, but he trained under Freddie Roach, right? Yeah, got his training under Freddie Roach. Okay. And let's see, where was I? Lost my place. And with the, and they train and they train conditioning, they work corners, teaching and they started teaching a new crop and a new generation the art of conditioning, boxing, and a newfound sport of MMA to youth women and newcomers. Yeah. So when the nephew and Joe Tasatas took over, they started teaching MMA down there, right? And Tasatas, he shares the same birthday with Muhammad Ali, January 17th, right? And he used his passion for boxing to take on the task of reviving the 5th Street Gym and sustaining the legacy of his predecessor. And although Cassius Clay or the Wizard Chris Dundee can never be replaced because there can only ever be one of each of them, the world saw a new line of accomplished fighters emerge from the 5th Street Gym. Dino Spencer and Tom Tasatas used the surreal energy of the legends who had trained there to uphold the memory of some of the greatest individuals in boxing history. Now, Angelo passed away in February 2012, but his spirit still lives in his 5th Street Gym. And in 2013, the 5th Street Gym finally moved from the original location at Washington and 5th, where it had been for 63 years. And almost every professional boxer that comes anywhere near South Florida in their travels will visit and train at the 5th Street Gym. But mostly, though, the locals who live and work in the area have made the gym their second home. Moms, doctors, models, dads, and their kids. All are keeping the Fifth Street Gym alive and well. The gym is looking forward to the next generation of boxers. Like Angelo Dundee said, it don't hurt nobody to be nice. Mhm. And like I was saying yesterday, Florida has a very good Golden Gloves operation. Yes, they do. Talk about that for a minute. Yeah, it's here, Al Booker, Saturday. Who you got, Bud Crawford or Madrimove? I think Bud's gonna stop him. Nobody went the distance with Bud since 2016, almost 10 years. Okay. The last person to go the distance with Bud was Victor Postall at 140 in 2016. He stopped everybody at 147, including Earl Spence. I think Earl might have been the worst stoppage of them all. Right? And I was for Earl in that fight. So you think I think you're gonna start another streak right back up at 154. Because Madrimove is big, but he kind of throws them wide looping punches, man. And, when Bud doing that download in the first couple rounds, that's the first thing he's gonna pick up on. Bud gonna be like, okay, punching kind of wide there. Yeah, and Bud is an excellent counter puncher. They're gonna be Madrimove's demise. About 6. Between 6 and 9. Yeah, me too, AB. I got the exact same thing, middle rounds. Yep. Middle rounds. Between 6 and 9, I would say, yeah. Yep. But Florida Golden Gloves. Okay. Now, the Florida Golden Gloves is a nonprofit organization, and it provides opportunities for amateur boxers in Florida to gain experience, demonstrate their hard work and years of training, and allows them to network with their peers, coaches, and sponsors. Now, they hold multiple annual tournaments for amateur boxers across the state of Florida. Now, the tournaments act as stepping stones to bigger endeavors such as the Olympics and a professional boxing career. And Florida Golden Gloves is a franchise of the National Golden Gloves, right? The National Golden Gloves, or Golden Gloves of America Incorporation, is the national organization for Golden Gloves in the United States. And the organization currently consists of 30 franchises, including Florida, that have designated franchise territories in which they conduct their competition. Franchises are awarded to local organizations interested in the promotional betterment of amateur boxing. The Florida Golden Gloves strive to continue the advancement of young athletes in their pursuit of boxing and have a strong passion for the art of boxing. And Florida has a pretty good program down there. And the Florida State Athletic Commission licenses and regulates professional boxing, kickboxing, and mixed martial arts in the state of Florida. Now let's look at these 3 fights. 3 big fights happen down there in the Sunshine State. Is Florida the Sunshine State or is California the Sunshine State? Louis 4500. What's up, Louis 4500 in the building? Good to see you, Louis 4500. Oh, let's see. I was trying to do something. There we go. There you go, Louis. Louis 4500 is now managing moderator on CAS Sports. Salute Louis 4500 in the building. Okay. Yeah, we're going to talk about those 3 big fights down there in Miami. Aaron Pryor and Arguello. Of course, Ali Liston won. And the other one was way back. Jack Sharkey and Young Stripling. And I had to go up here because I don't know how this thing got out of order, but it's out of order. Slide this way. Today, I got to start from the top and come backwards. It's all Thomas Hill's fault. Okay. Now the first one is I think it's Aaron Pryor and Alexis Arguello. One. Now Arguello was trying. I think what was he going for? His 4th division, because he had been champion in 3. And he went for his 4th division 2 times against Pryor and fell short. I think Arguello had lightweight, he had featherweight, and he had junior featherweight. He was trying to get super lightweight against Pryor, but he fell short twice in two very good fights, though. Two very good fights, yeah, with Pryor. Let's talk about one. Here, there they are, right there. Okay, drink of water first. How's everybody? Pulled up on the weekend, Friday Eve. The big Brickyard season card is here. Man, I remember way back when they were just putting this thing together. It seemed like last week. Remember? And it's here. It was months ago. Wow. I'm ready for it. I think Pitbull and Rayo might steal the show. You know, that's going to be very interesting. Very interesting fight, man. This Pitbull just tucks that chin down there and put that high guard up, and he's coming forward. Okay, I don't care who he is. Pitbull's coming forward. I don't think Rayo going to be able to back him up. I really don't think so. I got Pitbull. Late stoppage, getting Rayo up out of there, man. About 10. Yeah. I don't think Rayo going to be able to stand up to that pressure. But we'll see. We'll see. And the good thing about it is only a couple days away. Yeah. The talking is almost over. I hate you, phone. I lost my page. Okay. It's back. Yeah. Only 2 days and a week up. Virgil back in there next week. Man, I'm just so sorry that they scratched that Tim Tszyu and Virgil. That would have been the best fight on the card, no doubt. Ain't no way it wouldn't have. If Tim Tszyu and Virgil would have got in that ring together, there's no way that wouldn't have been the best fight on the card, man. That would have been a barn burner. Two dogs, just like Pitbull. Ain't no backup in neither one of them, you know. That would have been very interesting. Virgil versus Tim Tszyu, man. But we didn't get it. We might still get it eventually, though. Both still active fighters, right? Okay. Now, let's talk about Aaron Pryor and Alexis Arguello. Now, yeah, several great champions fought at this venue, including Roberto Duran. He twice defended his world lightweight title. And wasn't a lot of big fights, though. In the case of Duran, his opponents were lightly regarded, and that was like in the middle 70s. Yeah, he hadn't even fought Sugar Ray for the first time yet. Yep. But there were 3 fights in Miami that summoned the interest of virtually all of the United States A-list sports writers. Okay, Aaron Pryor versus Alexis Arguello is first. This fight was on November 12th, 1982. Okay. Now, Alexis Arguello came in at 72 wins and 5 losses, right? And like I was saying, at that time he was trying to become boxing's first 4-division champion. Had never had a few 3 divisions, but had never had a 4-division champion yet, right? And he was going up against the Hawk, Aaron Pryor. 31-0, 29 knockouts. Just an outstanding knockout rate. That's over 90%, right? And he's regarded as just about the best 140-pound boxer of all time. The Hawk is. Yeah. Now, Arguello was a Miami resident, right? He'd been exiled from Nicaragua by the Sandinistas. Remember that? Yeah. And he was a textbook boxer, you know. He won his fights for surgical efficiency. Now, Pryor was just like an earthquake, a typhoon coming at you, right? He mowed him down with relentless pressure, right? And so this was a great style matchup. And the fight didn't disappoint. Neither one of them. They had 2 of them. Neither one disappointed. Had 30,000 people, and it was in the Orange Bowl. Right there where the Super Bowl was this year. 49ers and the Chiefs. Yeah. This fight was there in the Orange Bowl, 30,000 in the house. Yep. And this was a fight for the ages, right? There was power, finesse, poise, courage, and a tremendous ebb and flow back and forth in this fight. Okay? Now, the 9th, 11th, and particularly the 13th round, Arguello hit Pryor with straight right hands that would have felled an ordinary fighter. But Pryor had an iron chin. And in the 14th round, Pryor buckled Arguello's knees with a straight right hand and then unloaded a furious combination as Arguello fell back against the ropes. And you know, I'd say that Aaron Pryor holds the record for the number of punches in a combination. I think it's like 15 or something. Yeah, Aaron would throw. Wow. But yeah, he caught Arguello with that straight right, buckled his knees, and then he unloaded a furious combination of punches, flurry of punches. And Arguello went back against the ropes. He was out on his feet by the time referee Stanley Christodoulou intervened. And Arguello stayed on the canvas for several minutes before he could be taken back to his dressing room. Yep. Aaron Pryor, Alexis Arguello in the Orange Bowl. Great fight. Great fight. You like watching old fights? 1 and 2, really. Either one of them. Both were great fights. Appreciate you, Melanin Queen. Like I said, Melanin Queen is you see, moderator in the dictionary is a picture of Melanin Queen beside. He's a definition of a moderator. Appreciate her 1,000%. Yeah, let's smash on that appreciation button and hit that cash app, $ JBT Network 1. Right? Support the grind. Or $ CAS 2878. Okay. Next is Sonny Liston versus Muhammad Ali 1. Okay, this is in Miami Beach. This is at the convention, at the convention center down there. Okay. Now this fight was February 25th, 1964. Okay. Now, if you happen to find a poster for this fight with the name Muhammad Ali on it, don't buy it, right? It's bogus. This was Sonny Liston versus Cassius Clay, not Muhammad Ali. Okay? Now, Clay's Louis, I'm going to call him Clay because that's who he was then. No disrespect, but his name was Cassius Clay for this fight. So Clay's Louisville sponsors, after a brief flirtation with Archie Moore, settled on Angelo Dundee as his trainer, okay? Because they had thought about Archie Moore at first, before they settled on Dundee. But they ended up with, they left Archie, ended up with Angelo. And like we just talked about, Angelo operated out of that 5th Street gym, right? On Washington Avenue in Miami Beach. And that's where Muhammad Ali trained at, right? Kept a home in Miami. And the first years of his career, he trained at the 5th Street gym. He lived in Miami. He was 22 years old when he met Sonny Liston. And he had only had 19 fights under his belt at that time, right? It was at the Miami Beach Convention Center. And Liston was on a 28-fight winning streak coming into that fight, okay? Everything was going against Ali. Just Do Boxing in the building. What's up, Just Do? How are you today? Coming up at 4 p.m. right after me. That's who I'm warming you up for. Her voice. Salute Just Do Boxing. Yeah, everybody didn't give Ali a chance because Liston was coming in with a 28-fight winning streak. And Ali, 22 years old, only had 19 fights, man. So yeah. You know. And he was coming off of back-to-back first-round knockouts over Floyd Patterson, right? One of them, he had won the title. The second one, he was his first defense up. Coming off first back-to-back first-round knockouts, right? And in a survey, they surveyed 46 boxing writers, right? 43 of them picked Liston, okay? 43 out of the 46 picked Liston to win the fight. Okay, T. Hill says, anonymous, Liston had diarrhea in that match. If you look closely. Oh, you talking about two? Yeah. Oh, yeah, T. Hill. Yeah, two. That was bogus. But it was a rumor that the Muslims had his wife and his kid hostage. Man, told him if he didn't take a dive, he would never see him again. Yeah. So what was the man supposed to do? I would have took a dive too. It's just a boxing match. This is your wife and your kid, man. Yeah. They had put a gun to his head a couple days earlier and threatened and told him to lose. But then they felt they didn't get their point across. After he left they watch him leave his suite that morning. Then they went in there with his wife and his kids. Said they're going to be there for the day. And they got word to Sonny that they had him. And that's how that went. I really believe that story. Because you're right, T.O., that punch did not land. Did not land. Yeah, it did not land. You're 100% correct. But yeah, before the fight, they surveyed 46 boxing writers, right? Not sports writers, boxing writers. 43 of them picked Liston, okay? They said Cassius Clay has no more chance of stopping Sonny Liston than the old red barn had of impeding a tornado. Ned Fleischer, the publisher of Ring Magazine, wrote that, right? And this would be the first of many famous fights for Muhammad Ali, who emerged victorious when Liston quit after the 6th frame, citing an injured shoulder. Now, what is not widely known is that the fight, which was shown on closed circuit in the United States and Canada, was a bust at the gate. Okay, 16,450 seat Miami Convention Center was only half full, right? And the expectation that Liston would take the lippy kid out in a hurry depressed ticket sales, as did sky-high ticket prices. $250 tops, $100 was the norm. I don't know what that is nowadays. Probably like I don't know. Let me get my calculator. I don't need that. I'll tell you in a second. Tickets were $250. Normally for a fight like that, they were $100. So that ran the people away too, And Ali said he was terrified. He said that's why he acted so crazy throughout the build up to the fight, the press conferences, the way, because he said he was terrified of this. Yep. And nobody gave him a chance. People gave him less of a chance against Liston than they did against Foreman. Yep. Bear with me for one moment, please. Bear with me for a moment. I'll be right with you. Listen to the music for a second. I'm coming back. I'm trying to figure out this conversion. What year is this? 2024? Because the tickets were $250 then. Wow. $900 nowadays, okay? So that's what the tickets were if you equate it to now, $900. When they were normally $100, which is probably like $500 or $600 or something, right? So that's what ran the people away. Okay. Oh man, why did I do that? Now I can't get back to where I was at. Sorry. I'm gonna have it back together in a minute. There we go. Back. I got to be able to see the chat. There we go. Okay. Yeah. $900 tickets, and that's what when we were usually like $500. I'm talking about in today's prices, right? So that's what ran the people away. But all he did wasn't the fight. Liston quit on the stool, and Ali got something in his eyes during the fight. And a lot of people say Liston tried to cheat, but I don't think so. Because Liston had an injured shoulder coming into the fight, right? And they was putting some kind of solution on his shoulder during the fight in the corner. And when they were clinching, Ali was leaning his forehead on Liston's shoulder, so he probably got some of that stuff on his forehead. And when Angelo Dundee was wiping his face in the corner, he wiped it down. He probably wiped some of it into his eyes. So I don't think Liston had any kind of foul play or anything. Angelo got that into his eyes accidentally. Yeah, that's what happened with that. Yeah. Wasn't any foul play. I don't think so. No. Why would Lister need foul play? He thought he was going to destroy the man. He wouldn't have had nothing over there to put in him. He wouldn't have had nothing ready for that because, just like everybody else, Lister thought he was going to destroy him too. Yeah. Okay. I'm still trying to get back to where I was at. Yeah, but the fight was $250, which is $900 nowadays, and it was supposed to normally $100, which is like about $500 nowadays. Okay, so that's what ran the people away. Yeah, the ticket prices were sky high, and there may have been more subtle factors. Robert Upsty of the New York Times wrote, "This would not be the best place for a fight between two Negroes." Yeah, that's what we was called, the Negro. He was calling it that people of color were not welcome as guests at the ritzy beachfront hotels along Collins Avenue. So the Negroes couldn't come to the fight. Joe Louis was there. He was commentating. Sugar Ray was there too. I don't know what this guy talking about. That might have been how he felt. I don't know. But the last one is we go back a ways for this one. Yeah, but they really thought Lister was going to destroy Cassius Clay, but nope, he didn't do it. Had to put on the stool. Okay, trying to get to my third fight. Here we go. Jack Sharkey versus Young Stribling. I don't know what his real name was. There they are. It's Jack on the right, Young Stribling on the left. Okay. Sam Cooke. Yeah, Sam Cooke was there too, Joe. I saw him. He got in the ring before the fight. Yeah. But I guess they were famous black people. Regular, everyday, normal black person like me probably couldn't have got it. They might have let Cass Sports the Box Story. I didn't know. Yeah. But I don't know. But Jack Sharkey versus Young Stribling. Let me get off of that. February 27th, 1929. Okay? Now, a big fight doesn't have to be a blockbuster. Okay? An important fight that produces an upset automatically becomes a bigger fight in hindsight. And the Sharkey-Stribling fight of 1929, it didn't draw an immense crowd by Jack Dempsey standards, right? But the turnout, reportedly 35,000, far exceeded expectations. And the fight, which preceded a Miami's Orange Bowl game, right? The University of Miami Orange Bowl game really established Miami as a potentially good place for a big sporting event. Okay? That was promoted by the Madison Square Garden Corporation. And the fight was originally headed to a dog racing track, but it quickly became obvious that a larger venue was needed. A stadium was erected on a Miami Beach polo field, taking the name Flamingo Park, right? Now, slated for 10 rounds, the fight was conceived as one of two eliminators to find a successor to Gene Tunney, who had retired. Now, what gave the fight its primary allure, however, was the north-south angle. Sharkey, Bon Joseph, Dukakis, hailed from Boston. Stribling, born into a family that traveled the fair circuit with a variety act, was from Macon, Georgia. Now, the fight was aired on the NBC radio network. TV wasn't around yet, right? And it was a dud, okay? Sharkey won it, and he had the best of the fight in just about every round, right? And they both went on to fight Mike Smelling for the World Heavyweight title. Stribling, dubbed the King of the Cane Breakers by Damon Runyon, lost by TKO in a fight that was stopped late in the 15th round. This is against Mike Smelling. Sharkey took the title from Smelling on a split decision after he lost the first meeting on a foul. Now, young Stribling died in a motorcycle crash at 28 years old. And by that time, he had 251 fights by the time he was 28 years old. And Sharkey lived to be 91. Okay. Now let's talk about some of these fighters from Florida. Okay. There's a bunch of them. Got like 25 of them. Fighters from Florida. Okay. Georgia is the next state next week. Boxing in Georgia. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of guys from Florida. Okay. Got them in alphabetical order. So Roy, Keith Once Upon a Time Thurman, Tarver, they're down in the list of ways. Yeah, once upon a time, Keith was a fighter. Has he officially retired yet? He should just go on to the commentating part because clearly he doesn't fight anymore. These people in this chat keep chatting every 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, boxers from Florida. Hope everybody's enjoying the show today. Almost at the end of another big week of boxing history. Tomorrow is the profile, the life and career of Miguel Cotto. Yeah, boxers from Florida. Okay, first one is Nate Campbell. There's Nate. Nate Campbell. There's Nate. Okay. That's Nate. Now, Nate is from Jacksonville, Florida. Okay. Boxers from Florida. Nate's from Jacksonville. And he competed from 2000 to 2014. 14-year career. And he currently works as a TV host, and he owns a gym. Okay. And Nate held the unified WBA undisputed IBF and WBC WBO lightweight titles from 2008 to 2009, as well as having challenged for the IBF super featherweight title in 2005 and the WBO junior welterweight title in 2009. Okay. Nate had a total of 50 fights. He won 37, lost 11, had 1 draw, 26 came by way of knockout. Nate Campbell. Oh, sorry about all that noise. I was trying to find my ink. Oh, wait. No. That's not even Nate Campbell. That's Randall Bailey. I'm sorry. So we talked about Nate. But that's Randall Bailey. My bad. That's Nate right there. That's Nate on the left. And yes, now we're going to talk about Randall Bailey. I had the wrong picture up. Okay, Randall Bailey. Now, Randall is from Opa-locka, Florida. Opa-locka, Florida. That's where he's from. Opa-locka. Wow. Never heard of it. I've been to Pensacola. I was in the military down there in Pensacola. And I was bragging to everybody up here about how I'm going to Florida where it's warm and everything, right? So I left Baltimore one winter, like February. Got to Florida. It was colder in Pensacola, Florida than it was in Baltimore. But that's where he's from, Opa-locka, Florida. Nate Campbell. No. Randall Bailey. Okay. We're talking about Randall now. Now, Randall competed from 1996 to 2016. 20-year career, longevity. He's a former world champion in 2 weight classes, having held the WBO light welterweight title from 1999 to 2000 and the IBF welterweight title in 2012. Plus, he held the WBA interim light welterweight title in 2002. He was nicknamed the Knockout King for his exceptional knockout power. Bailey is considered to be one of the hardest punchers in boxing history. Okay, see what his rate is like. 46, he had 56 fights. He won 46, lost 9, won no contest, 37 knockouts. I know, really big time knockout rate to be raving on him like that. Excuse me, like his knockout rate was all that. My calculator, what that is. You know, they raving on this man like he had like a tank. Deontay Wilder better be airtight now. You know, 46. Oh, excuse me, what a noise. 46 wins and 37 knockouts. That ain't all that. That knockout rate is 80%. That ain't all that, but it's good though. 80 is good. 80 is good, Nate. Yep. Andre Berto is next. There's Andre. Andre Berto. Yep, from Florida. Told you I got a whole bunch of them, man. Fighters. I hope I get them all in. Now, Andre is from Winter Haven, Florida. Okay, Winter Haven. And Andre, he had Haitian and American citizenship, right? And he's a two-time former welterweight world champion. He had the WBC and IBF titles between 2008 and 2011, and the WBA interim between 2008. No, he had the WBA interim in 2015. Now, as an amateur, he won the National Golden Gloves tournament in 2001 at light middleweight, and he won it again in 2003 at welterweight. So he came down, and he represented the United States at the 2003 World Championships, winning a welterweight bronze medal. And he also represented Haiti at the 2004 Olympics, reaching the opening round of the welterweight bracket. I wonder why he went to the World Championship with the United States the year before the Olympics, but he went to the Olympics with Haiti. Kind of odd there, but yeah. But that's what he did. But he did go to the Olympics with Haiti because he held dual citizenship, American and Haitian. And Andre had 38 fights. He won 32, lost 6, and he had 32 by knockout. That's better than the other guys they were just raving about with this biggest knockout puncher in history and all that kind of nonsense. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We did Nate when I was out of place. Yeah, that was Nate. We did him. I had the wrong picture on the left. Okay, Nate's is Tavares Cloud. Okay, there's Tavares on the left. Tavares Cloud. Okay, let's take a look at Tavares. Boxers from Florida. Tavares is from Tallahassee, Florida. Okay, now he held the IBF light heavyweight title from 2009 to 2013. 4-year reign. Okay, had 28 fights, won 25, lost 3, 20 by knockout. So they should be, if they saying Nate Campbell, I mean the other guy Bailey was one of the hardest punchers. All these guys should be, because they got knockout rates better than him. So that don't mean they're harder punchers than him. Tavares Cloud. Okay. Next, Sebastian, but not Sebastian, Gabriella Fundora is first. There's Gabriella. Is that Gabriella? Yeah. Her and her brother always smiling. She in the ring smiling. What's happening in the chat? I don't want to mean anything. Yeah, Florida gets cold, Melanin Queen. I told you I think it was like 1980, I left Baltimore. I'm bragging. Y'all gonna be freezing up here. I'm going to Florida, right? Man, it was colder in Florida than it was in Baltimore. I was in northern Florida, Pensacola. Yeah, freezing down there, man. I'm all on the plane, telling me I ain't gonna need this coat. I wish I'd have brought my bigger one. But you're right, Melanie Queen. It does get cold in Florida. I can verify that. Yes, it does. Oh, well, oh, you know Nate? Okay, I take Nate Campbell, Melanie Queen. Wow, he's your ex's cousin. Okay, yeah, from Jacksonville, right? Nate Campbell. Okay, you gotta pay attention. All right, Nate Campbell is Melanie Queen's ex's cousin. Yeah, from Tallahassee. I mean Jacksonville. Yeah, but Fedora, the Fedoras are from Palm Beach, Florida. Okay. Now she's the IBF flyweight champion, 112, right? And she's had that title since 2023. And she's 5'9". She gets down to 112. Wow. That's just like her brother, 6'7" at 154. Yeah. And she's had a total of 14 fights to date. Currently, her record is 13 wins, no losses. She has 1 no contest, and she has 6 knockouts. Okay, still an active fighter, Gabriela Fedora. Okay. Chevelle Hallback. Oh, man. Chevelle Hallback. Yeah, you're right, Rima. I'm bad at technology. Chevelle Hallback is next. There's Chevelle Hallback right there. No. Sebastian Fundora is next. What am I doing? Yeah. You know he right after his sister, right? Yeah, there he is right there. Sebastian Fundora. Okay. Sebastian Fundora. From Palm Beach, like his sister, West Palm Beach, Florida. Okay. And he is currently the unified junior middleweight champion. He has the WBC and the WBO. Had him since March of this year. And as of July, as of this month, he is ranked as the best active light middleweight by the Ring magazine. Go ahead, Towering Inferno. Ranked number 1 by Ring. Okay. And currently he has 23 fights currently. He's won 21 of them, lost 1. That loss came to Brian Mendoza. He got sparked. Yeah. And 13 knockouts. Yeah. Mendoza sparked him. Yeah. That's his only loss though. Coming off of that big win against Tim Tszyu a couple months ago. Now Chevelle Hallback. Okay, there's Chevelle. No, that's still the Towering Inferno. Okay. Oh well, that went backwards. Yeah. My slide display is inverted today. I did it backwards, so instead of going up, I'm coming down. Chevelle Hallback. There she is. That's her on the right, Chevelle Hallback. Okay. Now Chevelle. Chevelle is from Plant City, Florida. That's where they had Pro Boxing, right? She's nicknamed Fist of Steel. Okay. And she has been featured on television many times, usually fighting the biggest names in sport. Okay. She's among the most recognized female fighters in the world. Okay. During her reign, she was. Now she had a total of 43 fights. She won 32, lost 8, had 13 knockouts and 2 draws, and she had 1 no contest. That was during her time. Yeah. Chevelle Hallback. Okay. Next is Hank Herring. Okay. Here's Hank. Okay. Hank was a welterweight silver medalist at the 1948 Olympics in London. Okay. He lost in the finals to Julius Torma of Czechoslovakia. Yep. Made it all the way to the gold medal final. Got the silver. Hank did. Okay. Hank Herring. Moving on. Alonzo Highsmith. He used to play football too. Alonzo. I didn't know he boxed. But there he is. No, that's Roy Jones. Wait a minute. Where's Alonzo at? Oh, I missed the picture. That's Hallback. Wait a minute. Oh, that's Alonzo there. I didn't have a picture of Hank. That was Alonzo. Okay. That was Alonzo Highsmith right there. Now, Alonzo is from Bartow, Florida. Okay. From Bartow, Florida. Okay. Now, he was a former football player, okay? And former boxer. Now he's a general manager at the University of Miami. He served as the vice president of player personnel for the Cleveland Browns from 2018 to 2019. And before that, he was a senior personnel executive for the Green Bay Packers for 6 seasons from 2012 to 2017. Yeah, I was kind of looking at the boxing part of it, but he's just a former boxer. Okay, let's move on from him. Yeah, I mainly knew him from football anyway. Alonzo. Roy Jones, we all know Roy. Roy Jones. What's going on in here? Yeah, but don't forget Joe Sunday, the Old Timers show at 8 o'clock, over 50. I can't be on it because I'm not over 50. No psych. I always be on the outside listening. I ain't going up there. I can't hang with them guys, man. You got trainers, Kenny Ellis, Bernard Hackett, Bruce Gass. But Joe, Sunday at 8 o'clock, Hardcore Boxing News, okay? The Old Timers show. Just hit that link. As long as Joe might not be over 50, T. Hill. He might just know a lot of boxing history. He might not be over. Are you over 50? You got to be over 50, okay? But if you're not, you can still come listen. It's a very good show. You know, we got real, professional boxing people in there. Tank Davis, one of his trainers. Jaleel Hackett's father, trainer. Bruce Gass. Yeah. Big time boxing people, man. Yeah. So see you Sunday, Joe. But Roy Jones Jr. Okay. Now Roy, he had multiple world championships in 4 weight classes. Okay, including titles at middleweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight, and heavyweight. He's the only boxer in history to start his professional career at junior middleweight and go on to win a heavyweight title. And as an amateur, Roy represented the United States at the 1988 Summer Olympics. He got robbed. He got a silver medal, after one of the most controversial decisions in boxing history. He's considered one of the greatest fighters in boxing history. And Roy is from Pensacola, Florida. That's where I was at, Pensacola. And I tell you how bad that robbery was in the Olympics. You know how they do it. Olympics going on there, and they put the gold medal one in the middle and the silver and bronze on the sides. So the guy that won the gold medal pulled Roy up on the top with him because he knew Roy had won it. Roy really deserved it. He knew Roy beat him. He pulled them up there. Yep. That's almost bad as Floyd in 96, remember? They had him standing there. You had a referee in the middle holding both of their arms, waiting for the announcement. And the ring announcer said, and the winner is, and the referee raised Floyd's hand. And then the ring announcer said the other guy. So isn't that a clear indication of who won? The referee in there with him all 3 rounds. The man said, and the winner is, and the referee raised Floyd's hand. And the ring announcer like, oops, and said the other guy's name. They robbed Floyd bad. Yeah, the referee knew it. Yeah, like Roy, the guy pulled him up on the podium with him because he knew Roy had beat him. Yep, Roy Jones. And Roy's record, Roy had a total of 76 fights. He won 66. He lost 10 and, won 47 knockouts. If he'd have got out of there when he was supposed to, he wouldn't have had all those 10 losses. But Roy stayed around too long, at the end. He wasn't just a shell of the Roy Jones. People that saw him early in his career, that Roy Jones was long gone. Yep. Next is Jeff Lacy. Appreciate everybody rocking with me today. Really appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the show. Don't miss tomorrow is Miguel Cotto. Okay? Jeff Lacy. That's Jeff Lacy. Now, Jeff competed from 2001 to 2015. 14 years. Okay? 14 years. And he held the IBF super middleweight title from 2004 to 2006. And the IBO super middleweight title from 2005 to 2006. IBO, minor title, International Boxing Organization, right? And Lacy rose to prominence in the early to mid 2000s as a feared puncher in the middleweight division, okay? With a physique and knockout record making him one of boxing's top-rated prospects at the time, okay? No, not super middleweight, excuse me, super middleweight. And he's from St. Petersburg, Florida, by the way. And he had 34 total fights. He won 27, lost 6, had 1 no contest, 18 knockouts. Everybody today got no contest. What's up with that? That was Jeff Lacy. So y'all know this next guy. Still active. Erickson Lubin. Yeah, I saw that picture this morning when Fundora messed his face up, man. Ooh, wee. His face looked like a Halloween mask, man. Remember that fight with Fundora? Woo. He didn't look nothing like, his face looked like a Halloween mask. Yes, he did. Okay, but Erickson Lubin is from Orlando, Florida. Nicknamed the Hammer. He got hammered that night. He challenged for the WBC super welterweight title in 2017. And as of January 2022, he was ranked as the world's 4th best active super welterweight by Ring Magazine. And he was 7th by Boxrec, 2 big ones. And 3rd by the Transnational Boxing Rankings Board. Yeah, they all up there. I don't know about the Transnational Rankings Board. I don't trust them too much. But he had a total of 28 fights. He won 26, lost 2, and he had 18 knockouts during his career. Okay, so far, still active. And Lubin is still in there. That's what his record is currently, though. Okay. But yeah, man, after he fought Fundora, his face looked like a Halloween mask, man. Y'all saw it, didn't it? He was in bad shape. Now, what is going on? This thing must be getting ready to go out. I don't know why. Bear with me for a minute. Where's Lubin at? Goodness. Okay, I'll be right with you. Gee. Oh, there's Lubin. I got a little off track, but I'm back. A few more to go. We might have some link time today. Next will be Byron Mitchell. Put Byron up there. Yeah, his face looked like a Halloween. It didn't look nothing like that last picture I showed you of Lubin. Yeah, he was in bad shape that night. Okay, Byron Mitchell is next. 3:32. Now y'all know how long I've been on here. 10 minutes. So how's it 3:32? But I guess it is. That's what the laptop says. Byron Mitchell. Okay. Now Byron is from Orlando, Florida. Okay. And he fought from 1996 to 2012, 16 years. He was the lineal and two-time WBA super middleweight champion. Won the titles in 1999 and 2001, okay? And he had a total of 41 fights. He won 29, lost 11, had 1 draw, 22 knockouts. Byron Mitchell. Vince Phillips from Florida. Vince Phillips. There's Vince on the right. It's back to you. Vince Phillips. Now, Vince is from Pensacola, Florida, where I was at. Cold up there too. Competed. He had a 18-year career. Competed from 1989 to 2007. He had the IBF Junior Welterweight title from 1997 to 1999. 2-year reign. One of his notable wins, he had an upset of Costa Tszyu to win the title in 1997. Big upset, yeah. I remember that. That was huge. Costa Tszyu was heavily favored to win that one. Yeah, that was a big one. Vince had a total of 61 fights, won 48, lost 12, had 1 draw, 34 by knockout. You see, in the 90s and all of them, they wasn't like now. He said, wasn't nobody worrying about no O's and stuff. You wanted to smoke. You worried about titles and stuff. You didn't worry about no O's. If you lost, get the rematch. Go back at it. Because the loss does not define you. It's what you do after the loss that defines you. Okay? Now, like Cool Boy, not getting back in the ring, that's defining him. Monster took your spirit from you. You don't want to fight no more. The loss didn't define him. Look what he's doing now. If he hurt or something, he won't get back in there. But what's up with it? That's what defines you, what you do after the loss. Okay? The man beat you. Get him to come to Philly. You went to Japan, get the rematch. Say, come on your home turf. Don't just quit fighting because you're embarrassed or whatever. It was embarrassing. That stab jab to the body, and then that right cross and that left hook. I felt that all the way over here in Randallstown, Maryland. And I was up. Cool Boy went down. When he got up, man, I was screaming, stopping the referee, because Monster was about to hurt him. And the referee saw it. Well, he right there in the ring with him. He had to see it. He stopped that because Monster jumped right back on him. Yeah. But that don't mean stop fighting. It's been over a year. In fact, it's July 26, 2023. What's up, Monster? I mean, not Monster. Cool Boy. Come on, man. Get your ass back in there. What you do after the loss that defines you. Come back and win a championship again. That's what real champions do after you lose. Look at Monster. Monster got knocked down in his last fight. He got up and destroyed the dude. That's a champion, man. You don't sulk around and not fight for years. Come on, man. But anyway, Jim Robinson. Jim is from Miami Beach, Florida. Wait a minute. Is that Jim? I done lost. I'm running my mouth. Erickson Lubin. Go backwards. Byron Mitchell right there. Nope, that ain't Jim. That's Vince Phillips. There's Jim. There's Jim. Okay. Now, Jim is from where's Jim from? Miami Beach. Okay. Now, Jim had a fight against Muhammad Ali. He was still called Cassius Clay at that time, but yeah, Jim fought him in Miami Beach, February 7th, 1961. He was a last-minute replacement for Willie Gulat. He became Ali's 4th professional fight, right? Of course, he lost it, but he did fight Ali. That's his one claim to fame. Fought Muhammad Ali. Jim Robinson. He didn't get no big bag because he wasn't getting them Ali-type bags when it was Cassius Clay, Next is Antonio Tarver. He should have fought him like 70s or something. There's Antonio Tarver and Roy Jones. And this is Antonio's profile, though. Roy just in it. I Could have put Antonio's and Royce. I didn't think about that. But Antonio Tarver, they worked pretty good together on that podcast they had with Paulie. That's still, what was it called? Roy Jones, Antonio Tarver, and Paulie. Yeah, they had a pretty good thing going on there. I like that podcast. Now, Antonio had a 18-year career from 1997 to 2015. And he had multiple light heavyweight world championships, including the WBA, Unified, WBC, IBF, and Ring Magazine titles, as well as the WBO light heavyweight and cruiserweight titles. That's where he knocked Roy out? Yeah, light heavyweight. Now, Antonio had a total of 39 fights. He won 31. He lost 6, had 1 draw, 22 by way of knockout. Okay, we wind it on down there. Next is Keith Once Upon a Time Thurman. There he is. There's Keith. What's up, Keith? Is he retired or is he still fighting? Anybody know? I haven't heard him say anything that he officially retired, but I don't know. He's a pretty good commentator. He should go on and, make some good money in that. And Keith is the type to tell the truth. He ain't no Tim Bradley company, man. Take that script and read it off during the fight. You listen to Tim Bradley and looking at the fight, you thinking you're on the wrong channel. Because ain't nothing going on in the ring that Tim Bradley and his boys talking about. See, I thought the fight was on ESPN. They must be on DAZN or something. Well, I must be on DAZN because what I'm looking at ain't what Tim coming out of Tim's mouth. But Keith ain't like that. Keith is a very good commentator, yeah. And Keith had he was unified welterweight champion. He had the WBA from 2015 to 2019. He had a 4-year reign on that, right? And it was promoted to super champion in 2000. Well, he was a former unified welterweight champion, right? From 2015 to 2019. And the WBC title from 2017 to 2018. And as of July 2022, Keith was ranked as the world's 5th best active welterweight by BoxRec. He can't even be in the top 25 now. When the last time he fought? But currently, Keith has 32 fights. He's won 30. He's lost 1, and 22 by way of knockout. And he also got 1 no contest. I don't remember that no contest of Keith. Man, who was that against? Anybody know? Winding down. A couple more. Ada Velez. There's Ada. There's Ada on the left. Right? Ada Velez. Well, Ada right quick. Come on, Ada. Now, Ada is from Florida. Okay? Somewhere in Florida. And Miami, Florida. Sorry. And she was born into boxing by former women's boxing world champion, Bonnie Canino. Ada had 28 fights. She won 20, lost 5, had 3 draws, and 6 knockouts. Ada Velez. Okay. Cody Wallace. Oh, man. Cody Wallace. There's Cody. Don't forget tomorrow, Miguel Cotto. Okay, this show going on up to taking this one to the door. Ooh. Now, Cody, he's an actor now, but he was a heavyweight boxer. And he actually outpointed Rocky Marciano. But guess what? It was in the amateurs. Yeah, he beat Rocky. It's in the amateurs, though. Okay, that's his claim to fame. He beat Rocky Marciano, and that's Cody on the right. Yep. but it was in the amateur ranks. Sorry, Cody. Rocky retired as heavyweight champion, undefeated. James Waring. There's James. We got a couple more famous ones in there too. We haven't got to I ain't gonna say the name till I get to it. We got a real good famous one in here coming up. He's last but not least. That's good too. I'll be at him in a minute. Hang in there. Can anybody guess who it is from Florida? I have not said yet. Fought back around the 90s. Maybe the early 2000s. James Waring. Okay. Now James is from Miami, Florida. James from Miami. Now, he was a boxer, kickboxer, and mixed martial artist, right? Now in boxing, he had the IBF World Cruiserweight title from 1991 until 1992. And in kickboxing, he's a 4-time world champion, which included the WKA world titles in 1983 and 1989. Now, Waring, along with Troy Dorsey, are the only 2 fighters to hold world titles in both boxing and kickboxing simultaneously. Although Waring held kickboxing titles on the international rules level, but he was a champion in kickboxing and boxing at the same time. Wow. Go ahead, James. Quite an accomplishment. Grover Wally. There's Grover on the left. Grover on the left with the bald head. Okay. Grover Wally. Okay. Now Grover is best known for beating, wait for it, Julio Cesar Chavez in Chavez's last professional fight. That's his claim to fame from Florida. Grover Wally, the man on the left, beat Julio Cesar Chavez in Julio's last fight. Yep. Arthur Williams. Just got like 2 more. Arthur Williams. Yep, Grover beat Julio in his last fight. Arthur Williams. Okay. Yeah, I'm taking this one to the door. Wow. Arthur is from Pensacola, Florida. Okay. And he competed from 1989 to 2010. He had an 11-year career. And he had the IBF Cruiserweight title from 1998 to 99. And he challenged twice for the WBA Cruiserweight title. In 1994, he had 2 title fights. Fell short in both of them. Now, Arthur had a total of 65 fights. He won 47, lost 17, had 1 draw, and he had 30 knockouts. But wasn't nobody worrying about no old back then. This man had 17 losses. But he had a title too. And he won the title twice and fought for it 2 times. Not worrying about no old. Holman Williams, former Murderers Row fighter. T. Hill know about him. Former Murderers Row guy, Holman Williams. Yeah. Murderers Row, a group of black fighters in the 40s that they ducked. Sugar Ray Robinson even ducked once in one of them. Charles Burley. He was Boots before Boots. Charles Burley. Holman Williams, that's Holman. He was a middleweight boxing contender, member of the infamous Murderers Row, a group of black fighters who were never able to get a world title shot. See, I always get in front of the notes and say this stuff, and then I read it again in the notes. That's crazy. Holman's from, let's go by the script. That's what I'm going to start doing. Holman's from Florida. And last, but certainly not least, the great legendary, oh man. Oh wait, you gotta wait a minute for it. The great legendary from out of let me get my introduction right. Last but certainly not least, the legendary from Florida, Ronald Winky Wright. There he is on the left. Ronald Winky Wright. Told you I had a good one for last, didn't I? Y'all didn't believe me. Winky Wright. Now, Winky fought from 1990 to 2012. Winky had a 22-year career, right? Two-time light middleweight world champion, and he was the last to hold an undisputed title at that weight until Jermell Charlo did it in 2022, right? Now, in Winky's later career, he also challenged for a unified middleweight world title. He announced his retirement from boxing in 2012, following a loss to Peter Quilling. Now, Winky had a total of 58 fights, okay? And he won 51. He lost 6. Winky had 1 draw, and he had 25 knockouts. And Winky wasn't no power guy. Winky was just bad, man. Expert boxer out of that southpaw stance, man. Excellent footwork. Great footwork. The legendary Ronald Winky Wright. Yep, there you have it. Boxers from Florida. Tomorrow, the life and career of Miguel Cotto, another legendary great fighter. Winky's in the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Yep. Great career. Lost his last fight to Peter Quillen, and then he went in the Hall of, I don't know what year he went in the Hall of Fame. I think 2018. He went in with Vitaly Klitschko and Erik Morales. What year was that? 2018. I was right. 2018. Yeah, I thought it was around. I remember him and Vitaly and Erik Morales being up on the stage. A few others, but yeah, Winky went in that year, 2018. Yeah, because he retired about 12. Yeah, he went in on his first year. Got to be retired for 5 complete years. 12 through 17, right? That's 5 years. Then he went in 18. I think they changed it to 3 now, though. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure they changed it to 3 now. Yeah. But I hope everybody enjoyed the show today. I enjoyed it. Just boxing history over here, y'all. This is JBHT, Just Boxing History Talk. Okay? And got a lot more coming today. Just Do Boxing coming up in about 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Let me see what's going on over there while we got a minute. Just Do Boxing today, coming straight ahead. Okay. JBT. We're trying to have all these shows lined up like that eventually. You go from one to another, from when you get up till you go to bed. One JB show in, the next one begin all day. Okay? That's what we're trying to do here. And we're going to do it. And everybody has subscribed, hit the like, I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, thank you, T Hill. If you got anything, we got 10 minutes. 10 minutes, I'll put the link in for 10 minutes. If you want to come up and say anything to these great JBT personnel or anything. And it's going to be right. If it's not right, I'll go off the air. For good. That's how much I know this link going to be right. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, but appreciate you, T Hill. Just trying to do a little something over here. Just JBT. That's how we do it. You know how we do it in the JBT, T Hill. You're a JBT member. Thomas Hill. Be over there with Aunt McQueen on Casual's Corner, breaking down fights. Man, you have not watched a fight until you watch one after Casual's Corner breakdown. I remember the first time I watched one after that, man. I was been watching boxing since the late 70s, and I was seeing stuff I never knew went on in that ring. Like, what? That's what Thomas Hill and Ant was talking about yesterday. Damn. Oh, my goodness. Almost had to go off the air. I messed up. Ah, we got it. Yeah. But yeah, we got like 10 minutes, and Just Do Boxing is coming up next. That Fire Balance Boxing Talk. You get both sides of every equation, and you get it right. You know, you get it right. Okay. And there we go. Okay. Damn, I'm gonna curse over here. What's up, T Hill?
You already know.
Told you I had it, man.
A great show. Talking about the great state of Florida, man, and all the fantastic talent that came from Florida.
I'm serious, man. Wow. Yeah. A whole bunch of them, wasn't it?
Yeah, man. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Roy,
some heavy hitters, too.
Winky, Antonio Tarver, Keith. Did Keith officially retire, T Hill, or is he still injured or something? What's going on with him?
I think with Keith wants to get one last big payday.
One more? Yeah, okay.
The problem for that is it's going to be against somebody that's going to really be good, man. So, there's an activity.
He'll get a good one against Boots. If he get in there, that'd be a good fight.
Yeah, that would be a great fight, man. Honestly, a lot of people really don't understand how good Keith Thurman is, man. I mean,
I know. Mm-hmm.
They let that fight with let me take this off. They let that fight with Pacquiao cloud their memory very bad.
That was very close.
You can make a great case that he won that fight.
If he hadn't got knocked down, what was the first round? He probably would have won. It was a split decision.
Yeah. But even with the knockdown, I think that he did more work than did Pacquiao. It's just that the older man put the younger man on the canvas after he said he couldn't do it, and that was a dynamic look. So I think
losing, that wasn't no big loss. That was a good loss there,
it really was, man, when you think about it, because I swear to you, man, I don't like saying that, but Marquez did not lose 3 of those fights, bro.
No, he didn't.
Against Pacquiao.
Nope.
I thought he won almost all of them, and the one that he didn't win, it was a draw. Yeah. But every other fight, I thought he won, and they still awarded it to Pacquiao.
But that last one, he made sure, didn't he?
That was one of the best knockouts I've seen.
Yeah.
I honestly thought it was over for Pacquiao.
Oh man,
he just went.
He wasn't moving for a little while there.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I like Thurman. Yeah. I wanted to fight. I see Thurman's a smart fighter on top of that too. See, he don't jeopardize himself for nothing.
Nice.
And I like that about him. High
ring IQ, man. Yeah. Yes, he did.
A lot can be said for that, man, because we put such value on being valiant and being brave, but like Jay said that one morning a couple of mornings ago, Spence should have never took the ring that night. He was dealing with a lot of stuff that wouldn't let him perform the way he needed to perform.
And you can tell.
Granted, he got. Oh, you definitely can tell. And like I said, man, I'm not taking anything away from Crawford because Crawford's a great fighter, but Crawford knew also that there was something wrong with Spence.
Yeah.
You can tell that's why he didn't even go hard on him, man, because Spence just wasn't right. But I hope that was just a nightly thing, and that the next time he take the ring, he actually is able to be.
We're gonna see
what people remember of him.
Because if he ain't right, Fundora will expose him. Fundora can punch, man. If he going there not right, he's gonna get.
Yeah, but if he is right, then he getting Fundora up out of there.
If he's right, yeah.
Yeah, if he's right, he getting Fundora up.
But if that wasn't just a one-off, man, it might be similar to that last.
Yeah. Then it becomes the people around him gonna have to look out for him.
Yeah.
Because you can do yourself major damage. I'm sitting here laid up right now, man, because of myself, man. My back all messed up. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I got compressed disc down there because I was over there doing silly stuff. So
Yeah, take a break, take it easy, man.
Man, the clock still go tick-tock.
That's right. That's right.
I just got to stretch it out. I got this thing called the chirp wheel, man, and when I put it on, man, it stretches me out something nice. And then I got to go. I got to go to my chiropractor too, huh?
What exactly is that? What does it do?
The chirp wheel. Oh man, they got it's even more advanced now. But so like they got like various size wheels that you lay upon, and you roll it. It has a contour shape that goes with your alignment of your spine, and what it does, it stretches you out and it actually pulls some distance between your vertebrae to let it relax and pop. The pops is the gas that's being released out of there because you're freeing up some space. Like I get on that one, and I got one that's like really, really small. That sucker's just pure pressure. They got a medium one that gives you pressure and stretch, and then they got a big giant one that gives you like stretch, and they got one for your neck too, but I don't have the one for your neck.
Okay, I had never heard of those before.
Yeah, chirp wheel, CHIRP.
Okay.
Like if you got some back issues, man, get at a try. It'll give you a little bit of relief, man.
Okay. All right, we see here. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I've
been on lately. Casual's Corner. I've been missing.
I think that we should be coming back, but he has this new venture with Remo too. Like when they went out, to the meet and greet, like they really, really vibed and clicked with one another, man. So,
does that start today? It's supposed to be Fridays, right?
Tomorrow. It's supposed to be Fridays, but I think the inaugural show is gonna be tomorrow. So then after that, it's gonna be Friday.
I'm thinking today is Friday. It's Thursday. Okay, but okay, so I'm gonna have to check that out then. Yeah. Okay.
So it's gonna be on Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, I think the first one.
That'll be
good.
Maybe
no. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. I don't know.
We don't. I thought
he said Saturday. I thought he said Saturday. Yeah, I thought he said Saturday.
We don't have nobody come on Saturdays in the JBT at all. Maybe BVO or BN.
I think BVO and every now and again just do.
Right after doing fights and stuff.
Yeah.
Just do a come on, call a fight or do a post fight or something. Yeah.
But so it might be a Saturday show. I don't know. Okay. Just looking forward to seeing what they got up in the loop, see what they got going.
Yeah, that'll be good, man. Speaking of just do it, it's about that time point, man. This show, man, it's not gonna run that long, but I had all those profiles,
Yeah, man. Well, I'm just gonna say this. For this card coming up, I expect Crawford to look very, very good. I think he selected an opponent that he can look very, very good against.
Okay.
I think that Rayo, if he can stay composed, given the fact that he has Robert Garcia in his corner, man, he could do something big, but he got to stay composed.
Yeah. Bud has not. Nobody's going to distance with him in 8 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what else you was gonna say, T-Hill? I had to get that.
Yeah, no. That's a fact. Nobody has gone the distance in 8 years.
What else you got on that card though? On Saturday card?
I think that if Miller's conditioning is right, I think the time with Bozy and them may give him what he needs to get over that hump with Ruiz. I've never been a big fan of Ruiz, but I do know that he's a pretty good boxer and he's got pretty fast hands. So, if he got he has to have his conditioning right, man. He lost 47 pounds. Yeah. That's going to be crucial because he's going to need that against Ruiz. But I'm looking for, I believe Ruiz, but I'm looking for Miller because of the corner change.
So Bozy is training him, right?
Yeah.
Trainers make a difference too, man.
Oh, they make a huge difference. That's the reason why I'm giving Rayo a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Man, because if he didn't have Garcia in his corner, I wouldn't give him a chance at all.
Okay. Ruiz in that PED camp,
Yeah. Yeah, when he was in the PED camp, that didn't look good for him. It wasn't a good look.
Who's David Morrell fighting, T-Hill?
He's fighting some dude that's supposed to be tough, but man, that fight ain't seeing 5 rounds.
Nah.
He gonna get him up out of there real quick.
And he's
I think
too, man.
Yeah, man.
That guy, them to go places, man.
Yeah, it would have been amazing if they would have been able to keep that Ortiz.
Oh man, and Tim Tszyu.
That would have been amazing.
There was no way that wouldn't have been. That would have definitely been the fight of the night. Ain't no way it couldn't have been. Him and Tim Tszyu and Virgil Ortiz stepping that ring together. That's the fight of any card.
It would have been a real test for Tim Tszyu too.
Yeah,
and also for Virgil, because Virgil hadn't really seen past 2 rounds. I don't think.
That's true in a long time. Yeah, the 2 fights he had this year was both in the first round. You know.
Yeah, you know, he got him up out of there.
The second one wasn't even like 30 seconds, was it? The one where he got the kidney shot?
Yeah.
About 25 seconds or something.
Yeah, Virgil he's no joke, man. Virgil is no joke.
Maybe they get in there eventually to him, you know?
Well, at that division, there's plenty of mix-ups that you can get into.
What about Andy? What you think about Andy Cruz and Moran?
I think Andy Cruz is about to make his statement fight. I think he's going to use Moran as his statement fight to announce to the world that he's ready for top dogs.
That'll be a good win too, you know. Because
Moran can't have Bozy in the corner. See the thing, it would be a great win. But the thing about it is that if you're a great boxer, which Andy Cruz is, his pedigree has already been laid.
That's right.
And you got great corner work, and you can listen. See, the thing is listening to what they tell you.
Oh man!
If you can listen, man, it makes a huge difference in your performance.
100%.
So I think that this will be the night that people really understand who the heck Andy Cruz is.
Yeah.
And that he is somebody that you got to watch out for in that 135 division.
Yep. Man,
and I think it makes a big push for him to go on and get that Keyshawn Davis fight next. So I think he's going to put on a heck of a show. I think he may. It might be either Morrell or Pitbull, but I think Andy Cruz may have performance of the night.
Okay, it's a lot of them on there. So
yeah, it's a lot. It's gonna be fireworks.
Yeah, Red Yard season come to the United States in style.
Our Booger's gonna be there live, man. Our Booger's gonna be there live, seeing it. So we gotta get his account of things.
Yeah.
But all right then, Kaz, man. Always a pleasure, man. Wonderful show.
Appreciate you, bro. Thanks a lot.
Right then, man.
Okay, we're gonna get on over here to Just Do Boxing then. That was Thomas Hill. Appreciate T Hill coming up, helping me close the show out. It's time for Just Do Boxing. Could be already in progress for a couple of minutes. You're not too mad at me for going over a couple minutes. I had Thomas Hill up here. We had to get a little conversation in. But you know, if it's Monday through Friday at 2 p.m., it's the Box Story, bringing you all that boxing. Just Do Boxing, Lewis 4500, Al Booger, Lonnie Lee, #JBT, Melanin Queen 27, Thomas Hill, #JBT, Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more, Mike Mazik, Trump, Joe, Miss Cass, #JBT. Appreciate everybody. Just Do Boxing already in progress, probably, but coming up shortly, if not. This is Cass Sports. Tomorrow, the life and career of Miguel Cotto. Everybody have a good day.